Today I'm watching Yellowjackets Season 2, Episode 2. In the previous episode, we saw a 2-month time jump in the past. Obviously, it's also the start of a new season. I was very excited to see most of the cast is back as well. We did also meet adult version of Lottie, and she definitely kidnapped Natalie, so I'm very curious to see what this message from Travis is all about. Javi is still missing in the past, and we don't know if there's an adult version of him. It hasn't been mentioned yet. Lottie thinks Javi is still alive, which I'm hopeful for, but in reality, it's been months and it's clearly winter now. Their food supplies are running low. They've built this meat shed that they're keeping Jackie in, and Shauna is just talking to Jackie and clearly in shock and clearly hasn't processed what's happened. We also have, in the present, Shauna and Jeff trying to deal with this Adam situation. Callie found that little piece of Adam's driver's license in the barbecue pit, so I'm very curious to see where that's gonna go. I'm very curious to see where this season's gonna go. I know there is a season 3 as well, so I'm curious to see what storylines will be concluded in this episode, what they'll continue on, what their plans are for future seasons. I don't know how many seasons they had hoped for. We haven't heard from the reporter also, so I'm going to assume that she has passed away. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
You put it in your pocket.
Yeah. So I could bury it.
Liar.
Dead Jackie knows what's up. Yeah, she ate that thing. Ugh.
We don't want people asking questions, will we? Here.
Oh, this is getting dark. Yep. Oh my gosh.
Serious? Who took a shit in the pee bucket?
Ew.
We made a rule. If it's yellow, it can mellow. If it's brown, then do it outside. Just fess up.
Oh, gross.
Like it's a girl poo or, a boy one.
What? That is definitely not a thing.
Yeah, Misty. Oh my god, what?
It's okay.
What?
I don't need it anymore.
Oh my god, Jackie. Oh my god, what? Oh, I don't know why I'm yelling at Jackie. It's not her doing these things, obviously. It's obviously Shauna.
You're the one holding the knife.
Yeah, exactly, Shauna. It's you. Cheese and rice. She's cutting open Jackie's skin now. Oh, and this trombone shot.
You were such a child.
My mom wants to know if we want chocolate chip pancakes.
At least they'd be the only set of footprints in the snow. Oh no, and she doesn't have any shoes on. Oh, Ty. It's gonna be so cold. Especially after what just happened to Jackie. Van's gotta be panicking. Oh, there she is. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's the friggin' man with no eyes! Another mystery we have yet to solve. And she's following him? Off a cliff! No, 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 Ty!
It's me, Ty!
That was close. That was too close, man. Ty is so scared. She doesn't know what she's doing. Oh my gosh. Saved her life. Cheese and rice. And there's the symbol! Is the symbol connected to the man with no eyes somehow?
Neither are you. Right? Right.
Van's like, yeah, I guess I'll just run after you every time and hope I make it, because that was a very close call. I don't know if Lottie could help, but I don't blame Van for wanting to try. Because, yeah, obviously if Ty got away, she can do it again. Is Ty trying to stay awake again? And yeah, just drinking coffee over and over. was creepy. The mirror moved, but she didn't. Whoo, spooky stuff. I'm very excited that it was filmed in Canada. It's so beautiful. It would be freezing if they filmed it during the actual winter. This looks more like spring. Snow's melting a little bit.
Roll. Hey, we're gonna need more than just food if we're gonna make it through this winter.
He might have a point, yeah. But he believes in the tradition of this tea that they drink before they go out.
Weird mossy tree. Okay?
See you later.
This is a bad idea. I don't like this at all. Very bad. It'd be so easy to get turned around and lose track of time, and there's been enough bad things happening, man. Don't split up.
A therapeutic treatment, one of many we offer here.
Oh, was I being treated when your purple came and jumped me?
On you and surprise. You stuck a gun in your mouth. They had to act fast.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. But she did other stupid things and they let her do that? Like, nobody stopped her?
But only if you stop shitting all over my Adam Martin theories.
Has Misty met her rival online?
Shit.
Oh god, she's tried to be so sassy and then missed a word. Oh no. Or if you spell something wrong, oh man, never ends well. Yeah, she's gonna see Jackie. Her hair is braided and she's got her makeup on. So messed up. Yep. Oh my gosh.
Is that normal, Lottie? Is that healthy?
It's okay.
It's not okay. It was her best friend, Ty.
And cue the wolves. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Or that's the music. It definitely sounded like wolves, which I'm sure is intentional.
We can't even bury her. The ground is frozen solid.
That doesn't leave a lot of other options. Oh no. And yeah, I feel like that's gonna be Shauna's worst nightmare.
Help me gather firewood.
Oh, Ty.
We need to do this before the sun sets.
Oh. I feel like Shauna would have eventually gotten to a place, like in the spring, they could have done something, but this is not what Shauna wants, obviously. I think it's just gonna add to her trauma of seeing her friend like that.
Did you know Adam Martin?
Did Callie call the police?
Okay. Because we've got records of quite a few texts between the two of you.
Oh, Shauna busted.
Said you were ready.
Oh, sorry. Mommy, daughter, mall trip. Code red.
That's not what I thought was happening at all. I thought Callie was gonna straight up turn her mom in, but maybe Callie's saving that for later?
I don't know. I've seen too many cop shows, I guess. Oh, gosh.
That was close. She's gonna need to work on a better alibi.
About your staff. We've all heard the horror stories. Phoned in nurses, the all too common sadist. I assume you run...
Elijah Wood. Oh man, his voice sounded so familiar and I couldn't place it.
As for accommodation...
But he knows that Misty works there and obviously knows her username is African Grey. Okay. Sus. Very sus. I think Misty may have found her match.
Where?
I feel like she faked it. Yeah, she took a pair of his pants and added something to them to make it look like blood. So that he would stop looking.
Branch.
Oh my gosh. Natalie, that's horrible.
Look for him.
Everywhere.
Did you dig?
Everywhere.
Did you dig?
I screamed, but nothing.
Oh, her own blood. Oh, God, Nat. Ah.
Come back. I swear.
Go get him.
Come on.
I get that she wants him to accept this fate that Javi is probably gone, and her hoping this piece of obviously fake proof, but something would help him process it, but that's just cruel to take away any hope from him. Oh my gosh.
He's gone. He's gone.
that's heartbreaking. Because now if Javi shows up one day, how's she gonna explain that? Oh no.
Back to haunt him. And he said
Oh, looked like a wolf's face in the trees.
he was paranoid.
The only way to confront the darkness is to get as close to death as possible. When Van almost died, when you did.
Oh no, 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 no. Poor Travis. Obviously, this is still... Oh my gosh. He thought he could get close to death and then come back and would somehow see something. I don't know how I trust Lottie's story, but it's all we have right now.
I'm gonna hang myself until it passed out so I can talk to it, you know?
He had rigged his neck to a crane. Do not press that button.
If it tells me what
It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
If you don't help me, I'm just gonna do it myself.
No.
Fine.
Except it goes up a lot higher than 2 inches. That would be so hard to watch. Oh my god. Lower it! She doesn't know how?
Horrendous accident.
I know there's something you're not telling me.
I swear.
Yeah, how reliable is Lottie as a narrator? We don't have Travis's side yet, so this is all we know. Now the button works. Of course, he goes up now. Is she seeing Lauralee? That can't be real. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Yep, that's cool. I never needed to sleep again. That's gonna haunt my dreams forever. Oh my god, I looked into it. Oh my god. Just Lauralee setting herself on fire. Cheese and rice.
Ty?
Oh no, she fell asleep. Oh no, 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 no. Vinny! Please don't.
Taissa?
I'm coming.
I'm very worried that she fell asleep with Sammy in the house.
Cool, thanks, Melanie. It's nice to hear from you.
Where's Sammy?
Playing with the dog.
Sam?
I'm very worried. I'm very worried. She passed out. She locked the door.
It's worth talking about.
No! Okay, we're not debating whether Jackie gets to keep her clothes. It's not like she needs them.
Oh no.
Now you're her protector? Too little, too late.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Shots fired. That would be so hard, and Shauna's still in so much shock, and this is not helping. Aww. Lottie's being the only one kind of understanding. I don't think Lottie supports it, but she sees that as, it's her friend suffering. Aww. Yeah, I feel like she needs a little piece of Jackie with her, and...
You came over here and guessed the wrong word on my crossword puzzle.
Well, if I'd guessed the right word, who knows what I would have asked for.
Oh, my?
Years of a messed up marriage. My mom's finally had it. She's moving out. And I'm helping.
I feel like this guy is in a TV show called Search Party. He looks very familiar. I feel like Shauna is gonna hate Ty for suggesting this in the first place. Yeah.
Can't be.
Not another word.
No, Javi's alive. I can feel it.
Hey, shut up!
Yeah, she's tired of Lottie giving what she thinks is false hope. I'm very curious to see what Lottie thinks.
Lottie, why? What is making you fucking do this?
And why she thinks Harvey is alive. Oh no. Shauna's gonna light the first torch. Yeah, I was like, he wouldn't leave a blank piece of paper.
9, Never mind. I'm kidding. Truly yours, putting the sick in forensics.
Yeah, we don't know this new character's name yet.
God, I'm such a bad listener. So, I followed the daughter and...
Wow, wow, wow. Jay is a plant. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, does Travis have a thing for Lottie now? And if he sees the cut on her leg, is he gonna get suspicious? Yeah. He definitely feels some kind of connection to Lottie, and she is able to help him with his panic attacks. Oh, that's just cruel. That's just so cruel. Oh, man. Of course, the fact that she died, you know, frozen in the snow like that, and then the one time they finally take steps to move forward and move past this, and a pile of snow puts it out.
I'm sorry. Your son? He's waiting for you to pick him up.
Oh, okay. Was he never at Ty's house then?
Come back. Sammy's been in my office for 2 hours. We are not aborting school. Will you please come and get him?
Ty was imagining things this whole time? Oh my gosh. Well, I thought she did something to Sammy, so...
Get help. Right now. Okay? He just showed up.
She's starting to hallucinate, obviously. Oh, I don't like the look at her eye. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, no, 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 no.
What is that?
We have to go.
What, are they smelling Jackie? Oh no. Oh my god, yeah, the heat cooked her. Oh no. Oh no. What? How is it suddenly summer? What's happening? And they're all dressed up? What is going on? Yeah, they're obviously imagining this dinner, dare I say? Oh no. Shauna's usually the one that makes the cut. Oh my god. They're gonna... Are they gonna do what I think they're gonna do? It's not a strawberry, Shauna. Oh my god, they're just pretending. They don't want to think about it, but they're so hungry. Oh my gosh, they're eating Jackie. Yep, it's happening. Oh my god. Oh no. It's like human barbecue situation. Yeah, they're starving, obviously. Oh my god, that's horrible. And have it get cut back and forth between both scenes like this. Poor Jackie. Except for Coach is like, no thank you. They've gone to a dark place now. Dark, dark place. There's no coming back from it. We'd always suspected they'd eaten people. And Jackie apparently is victim number 1. Oh my god. And just the natural sound of the wind to close it out. No music or anything. Cheese and rice. What a gruesome ending. Oh my god. So that was my first time watching Yellowjackets season 2 episode 2. I feel like it was a big episode. A lot of things happened. We've just started the second season. I'm going to assume there's going to be the same number of episodes in this season as there was in the first season. But yeah, some big mysteries I feel like were addressed in this episode. We also had the addition of a few new characters in this episode with Elijah Wood, who's, this detective from this message board that Misty is a part of. We don't know his official name yet, but I love Elijah Wood, so I'm very excited to see that he's involved. We also have Jay, this police officer. I'm blanking on the actor's name, but I feel like I've seen him in another HBO show called Search Party. So yeah, comment below if I'm right. I'm worried Callie is going to inadvertently tell Jay, who she doesn't realize is a police officer, obviously, what's going on. She's already told him that her mom isn't in fact having an affair, and I definitely thought she was going to turn her mom in when Kevin was there, but she ended up, creating this diversion to save her mom. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to happen there. Callie still has that little piece of the driver's license. We had that car crash scene with Simone and Ty towards the end as well. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering, okay, was Ty hallucinating? We know she's been trying her best to stay up, drinking so much coffee and doesn't want to fall asleep. So did she actually fall asleep and hallucinate, or did she make up a situation so that Simone would come over and that she could be in a situation where Ty could hurt Simone, which is horrible to think about. I don't think the car accident was planned. I mean, I guess we will find out, but Simone definitely threatened to go to the press with Ty's information, and that would be the end of everything for Ty. And I feel like in her mind, she's worked too hard to get where she is, and she's not willing to give it up over something that she doesn't seem to have control over, and no one's gonna understand. She can't be like, oh, I sleepwalk and sometimes I do these things. Like, no one is gonna be in her corner. Everybody's gonna think this is horrible. Everybody is gonna turn against her, and she'll lose her career, and that seems to be what's most important to her at the moment. I think it used to be Simone and Sammy, but obviously her career is taken, front and center. So without that, I don't know what she would do. So I was very worried when Simone threatened that. So yeah, I guess we'll see what will happen in the next episode. It definitely looked like Simone took the brunt of that accident, and having the school call and say like, hey, Sammy's been here this whole time. Obviously, Simone didn't go pick him up because Ty told her that Sammy was at her house. So why would she go pick him up? And yeah, it's very interesting to see. Ty is this unrelatable narrator because she has these sleepwalking episodes. So it's hard to know what her intentions are sometimes. We know there's this dark side to her when she is sleepwalking. We also learned a lot about Travis's death in this episode. They basically played it all out, but I don't know how reliable Lottie is. I feel like up until this point, she's been very honest. I don't know why she would lie about something like this. They, showed like the reenactment and showed like clips of what happened that night, basically, and it was accurate. They did find candles there, and that was the situation that he was found in. And if Lottie and him kind of had this connection where she could calm him down, it would make sense that he would call her, especially when he said, the wilderness is back, and he's starting to panic and starting to think he has to reach death because the wilderness is coming after him, and that's the only way to kind of, get rid of whatever's, figuratively knocking on his door. And that shot of the woods where it looked like you could see a wolf in the shadows almost, very eerie. So Travis obviously thought that this would be a solution. He didn't intend to unalive himself, but it was obviously a very risky situation. I don't know why Lottie would lie, what she would have to gain from that. She said he willingly wrote down his banking information, so maybe he knew that there was a risk, and he's like, okay, if something happens to me, take this and do what you want, I guess. So yeah, very suspicious, and I don't know if we'll ever get to see Travis's side of it, but that's the first time we've ever got to see anything, since they found his body, basically, and I think it was very hard for Natalie to hear. And even when she asks Lottie, like, why didn't he call me? We had this connection as well, and for his response to be, you'd only make things worse. I don't know if that's accurate. I'm guessing that's in reference to him eventually finding out that Javi's alive somehow, and that Natalie, faked this thing with the pants. But if Lottie is correct and this was just some horrible accident, the button got stuck, somehow he, went up higher instead of lowering, and she sees Laura Lee, which was terrifying. There's been some gruesome stuff in the show, but that image of Laura Lee's face just slowly burning, walking towards camera, I wanted to look away so badly, but I tried to be brave because it was horrific to see that, and that Lottie would see that image just as Travis is dying, basically. Like, horrible. When we first saw Travis's body, I thought, okay, there's no way he'd be able to get up there by himself, but obviously this makes sense if Lottie was there the whole time. Again, we only have her side of the story, so given how this show has been going, I don't know that I'm 100% sold yet. It is very convincing, and Lottie has, been very truthful and sees things up until this point. So yeah, I'm very curious to see if we'll get another angle or if that's basically it, said and done, and that's Travis's story. I can see why Natalie would want to fake this for Javi and to, in her way, try and help Travis, because he's so caught up with these panic attacks and trying to find Javi, and every day that passes, it gets more and more bleak that he's going to be found alive. Lottie was absolutely convinced that he's out there somewhere, so maybe he has yet to be found. Who knows? We don't really know where that's going to go. Please, no spoilers, but the fact that Natalie, I feel like in her mind, thought she was easing Travis's pain by just ending this. Like, okay, she's convinced that Javi's dead. She doesn't believe Lottie. She's tired of Lottie filling Travis's head with this false hope and him spiraling and thinking, we have to look for him like every minute of every day. And to put her blood on those pants and to see him just break down crying and being like, did you dig for him? And it was just such a tough scene. This whole episode was a lot happened, lots of gruesome death in this episode, and I'm very curious to see, I'm assuming a scene eventually where Javi is found and Travis realizes that Natalie was lying. I can't see that going well. Obviously, that's a big thing to lie about, but Natalie is obviously convinced that Javi's never going to be found, and she just wants to end the suffering for Travis as soon as possible. Maybe Natalie did have some selfish, reasoning behind it. We see them get together later, and I don't know if that would have happened if Travis was still so focused on Javi, but who knows? And I know she really loves him. Ty had a very, very close call when she was sleepwalking. Luckily, Van was able to step in and stop her, but a few more seconds it would have been too late, and she was following the man with no eyes, which is horrifying. That's definitely a mystery we haven't really tapped into in a while, and there's a look on Ty's face when she realizes what she just about did, and Van wanting to include Lottie, thinking it would help. Ty is very against that, so I'm curious to see if they will come to some kind of solution. Ty saying, like, just lock me up there, but obviously she was able to get out of this, bonding that they had together, so I'm sure Ty could figure out a lock and get out somehow, but I feel bad for Van because she's now solely responsible for Ty's well-being, basically, and she knows that if Ty gets out, and especially in the cold and everything that just happened with Jackie, I feel like it's just so much for Van to take on. And I know she really loves Ty, but still, it's just, they both can't stop sleeping. Like, it's going to end badly. And of course, the ending scene to this episode, just horrific. Like I said, we knew they ate people at some point because we saw that episode 1, like scene 1, they're chasing somebody down and eating them, basically. So that was horrible, but they kind of set that up that obviously that's the direction that the group was going into. And just to see Shauna still talking to Jackie, to see Shauna processing this in her own way and putting makeup on Jackie and braiding her hair and just still needing that connection from Jackie, and Jackie's obviously passed away. And when Lottie gave that necklace to Shauna, you could tell how much it meant to her, and the fact that she just needs a little piece of Jackie. I feel like she needs that connection, and I definitely feel like Shauna feels guilty for what happened to Jackie, so there's that as well. And I feel like this whole situation is not going to help Shauna's trauma and shock. Seeing her friend, up on that fire being cremated and everybody standing around watching, and Ty basically spearheading this decision, saying like, no, we're moving on. And Shauna trying to defend it, saying like, no, the ground's frozen, like trying to bide some time and give it a few more months. And who knows, maybe in a few months, Shauna would have been ready to bury Jackie, but she obviously is never going to get that opportunity now. And Ty basically making the decision for everybody, saying, no, we're done. Like, she doesn't agree with what Shauna's doing. She doesn't agree with this process of grieving that Shauna's experiencing. So Ty spearheads this whole thing, and they decide to burn the body. And when they all wake up, I was like, okay, they smell something, and they knew the fire was set when they went to bed. So I was like, it can't be the fire that's waking them up. And obviously we had that aerial shot where the snow from the tree falls only over Jackie, nowhere else. And it wasn't like a little bit of snow. It wasn't like the wind blew some snow. Something came along and knocked the perfect amount of tree branch snow to fall just over Jackie. And what does that do? Creates this horrible cooking situation, and obviously the heat from below is still going, and the snow from the top is keeping her cold until it melts, and they wake up to the smell of cooked human, basically, and it's just horrific. Like I said, I think it would have been a bigger shock if we didn't know they were already eating people, or already strongly been suggested they were eating people. And just the fact that it's their friend, and Shauna's the first one there, you know, she's the first one to light the torch. Once Shauna does it, Shauna kind of gives them permission to say, okay, and having those flashbacks to them all on this, like, toga wear, sitting at this very, very fancy dinner party, which is horrible to say because they're eating a person, and everybody's so excited, and in their head, you know, they're eating strawberries and all this like fresh fruit and all this delicious food, but when reality, that's not the case. And having them cut back and forth like that from this beautiful, well-lit, you know, like a summer's day, and the cold, dark winter scene, back and forth, super quick cuts like that, and they're all simultaneously in this hallucination, this daydream, basically. Like, they're not on shrooms, you know, like the time they tried to kill Travis. They're sober, obviously very hungry, and obviously very traumatized, but they all chose to do this. I can't imagine how horrible the situation is for them, and the things they would have to resort to survive. Obviously, this is the new level that they've reached. They've run out of food. Natalie and Travis haven't been able to bring anything back. It's still winter. Like, who knows how many more months they have left to go of winter. And I can't even, like, say the words because it's just so horrible to think about. And to think even a few hours earlier, Shauna was so protective of Jackie and didn't even want to give up her winter coat. You know, they're all freezing. And they're going to, you know, let Jackie die in her Yellowjackets coat, basically, instead of giving it to somebody who's alive and needs to stay warm. That was, you know, the mindset like a couple hours before. And now that she's in this situation, they're like, actually, this doesn't look so bad. And again, I couldn't imagine what mindset that would be in, but this is clearly a path that they're going down now, and I'm terrified that once they start doing this, they're gonna start doing it a lot more. And they're not in the full, like, ritual gear that we saw in the first episode. Who knows how long before they get there, but clearly this is an option they now look to. Like, what's gonna happen, you know, a month from now when they have no food again? Are they going to start picking off people they don't like? You know, are they going to be like, okay, this girl won't stop singing, she's annoying me, well, let's just eat her? Like, it's a very, very scary situation that they're in, and I'm terrified to find out what's going to happen. But Shauna ate her best friend, like, and just terrified. And the fact that she was rubbing her belly and saying she wants us to, like, she clearly feels like her baby wanted her to eat this. And I'm sure Shauna's starving. They're all starving. And just horrifying that was Jackie's fate. She definitely deserved so much more. And it's just devastating that that's where her story ends, is that she dies outside and then her friends eat her. Like, oh my god. Such a gruesome, gruesome end for her character. And I guess this means the end of Shauna talking to her in the meat shed, because now it'll be Jackie in the meat shed, or whatever's left of her. Like, it's just gonna be awful. We did see Coach, the only one who chose not to participate. He walks back inside and shuts the door as he's watching this horrific scene of everybody else eating Jackie. I can't even imagine what he's thinking or what he's gonna do. We know he doesn't have much power over the team anymore. They don't really see him as an authoritarian figure, so it's not like he could stop them or anything, but still, just him choosing not to be involved makes me think that eventually, with everybody on board, they're gonna pick him off as well. Overall, a crazy, crazy episode. A lot happened. I'm very curious to see how much the police are going to find out about Shauna, if she's going to end up being interrogated by the police in an official capacity, if Callie will inadvertently talk to Jay. This Elijah Woods character, you know, him and Misty kind of teaming up to pretending to be FBI agents. Misty's still trying to figure out what happened to Natalie. Shauna's not really helping Misty, and Ty's not really helping Misty, and Ty and Simone in this car crash. Natalie and Lottie are hanging out together in the present. I guess I shouldn't say hanging out. Natalie is unofficially kidnapped. I'm curious to see if she'll actually be able to leave the next day, or if Lottie will, you know, make her stay until it's nighttime again. Who knows? But yeah, something's going on there for sure. And we're only on episode 2 of season 2, so I'm very worried to see where the rest of the season is gonna go. I'm curious about these new characters that they've added into the cast as well. But thank you so much for sharing and this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. At least they'd be the only set of footprints in the snow. Oh, that was creepy. The mirror moved, but she didn't. That was close. She's getting to work on a better alibi. Oh, looked like a wolf's face in the trees. He thought he could get close to death and then come back and would somehow see something. Yeah, it was like he wouldn't leave a blank piece of paper. And they're all dressed up.